Drug-related violence continues to escalate throughout Mexico. 2 high-ranking law enforcement officials among the latest to be killed in a wave of murders this week. Those murders took place in Mexico City and Tijuana. Drug dealers are suspected of gunning down the new chief of a drug intelligence unit in the nation's capital, Mexico City. In Tijuana, a high-ranking police officer there was shot to death. Mexican drug dealers are also suspected of killing another man. They wrapped him in Christmas gift paper before dumping his body. That violence in Mexico is spilling over our southern border. Now, the governors of New Mexico and Arizona are demanding the federal government do something to protect that border. Casey Wyan reports.
The governors of California, Arizona, and New Mexico, states devastated by escalating violence and unchecked illegal immigration, are demanding quick action by the White House and Congress. New Mexico's Bill Richardson and Arizona's Janet Napolitano wrote President Bush Tuesday, stating very little is being done at the federal level to find a permanent, workable solution to the underlying immigration problem in our country. The governors also say no real action is being proposed to deal with border violence. Plans to build a few hundred miles of border fencing are inadequate, and we are very concerned the White House will pull National Guard troops off the border before Border Patrol agents are trained to replace them. And the governors say it makes no sense to transfer 120 veteran Border Patrol agents to train border guards in Iraq.
To take those trained guards that are so hard to get, move them away from the American border for the Iraqi border, for Iraqi border issues, 120 of them, is just the height of a lack of sensible priorities. It seems Iraqi security is more important than American security.
California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger was more conciliatory in a letter Wednesday to U.S. Senate leaders, saying border security should not be abdicated to state and local governments. President Bush, meanwhile, appears in no hurry to address border security, preferring to wait for Congress to pass a bill granting amnesty to illegal aliens.
I'm optimistic that we can get comprehensive immigration reform, one that enforces our border, 2, holds employers to account, 3, recognizes we've got workers here who are doing jobs Americans aren't doing.
The president took 33 seconds to explain his immigration reform vision. He devoted 2 seconds to border security. Now, all 3 border governors support the idea of so-called comprehensive immigration reform, but they all make clear the federal government is not living up to the border security component of that plan, Lou.
Or, frankly, to any other component without enforcement of U.S. immigration law, nor certainly securing our borders and our ports. As Senator Jeff Sessions said, this has all the makings, if I may paraphrase, of a very bad joke. Casey, there was also an interesting report before those governors get too concerned about the withdrawal of those National Guard troops last week. The university, Arizona State University, revealing in its research that the Border Patrol and Border Patrol agents and the National Guard not the principal reason for the slowdown in illegal alien traffic across certain sectors of our border.
Absolutely. The Bush administration has gone to great lengths, taking credit for its deployment of the National Guard to the border without the power to arrest anyone. But economic factors such as the slowdown in the housing market, the construction industry, now the leading employer of illegal aliens, probably the main reason why there are fewer apprehensions on the border, Lou.
Casey Wyan from Los Angeles, thank you.